Okay, so hey, I am Joseph. So I'm going to take the time to not say, cause I'm not saying, stand here and point out the stupid things I see about roleplay now, and how this is completely biased, by the way, but how I think they've changed. I mean, I first started roleplaying, it's going on like 2 years now, but when I first started role playing, everybody that I saw role playing, their character had a distinct, a unique personality. That's probably because I role played with a lot of original characters, OCs. But they each had like a flaw. It may not be minor, it may not be major, but they had something that distinguished their characters from the next. You could have two people who use the same exact picture, but they're different. And you wouldn't really think of them as the same. Pictures really didn't even matter. But the thing about role playing is like, from what I see, is that people aren't really taking into account the personality of the character. It's sort of like I'm a Nico, right? I'm Neko, Nico, however you say it. So I'm a cat person. I'm gonna act all cutesy and stuff, right? I'm gonna definitely like fish. I mean, per cat, gotta do it, right? So they do all of that, but take the time to do this, by the way. Look at how they act compared to how other Nikos act. Is there really that much of a distinct difference? I mean, now, now that I brought that up, shut up, Bird. Stop it, please. So, now that I brought that up, so now that so now that I brought that up, so yo, can you? Uh, yeah. Okay, I got it. Fuck. Anyway, so now that I brought that up, I want you to realize something. Now, look at those Nikos and stuff. We're using the same picture. Now look at how they roleplay. Now, me, I could do one-liners. I do semi-para most of the time, and rarely, I really don't like doing it that much because I don't have the time of the day to really be doing it. But I could do para too. But I mean, people really wonder what's all the hype about para and stuff. The hype, it's well deserved to an extent. They're detailed. You don't have to be like, well, but how the fuck did you just do that? I mean, they just explained in a paragraph how they just did something. But sometimes you can't just do one and expect it to work out smoothly majority of the time. Like, if all you're doing is explaining how you open the door, don't take a paragraph to fucking write it. I mean, come on, dude. Just Jonathan slowly leans forward and like, no, I don't need to know. He fucking slowly leans forward, putting most of his weight on his left foot. Like, yo, does he have an injury on his left foot? No, he's perfectly normal. How the fuck do I need to know that then? I mean, come on, use some common sense here. But with one liners, it's just he opened the door. Done. Okay, what did he do after he opened the door? Did he at least look outside? Did he just stay there? Or did he just open the fucking door and have to breathe him in the face? Like, come on, give me a little bit of something. But the semi pairs, I think that's where it's at, honestly. Because with the semi pairs, you got people who are just like, they don't give you too much, but they don't give you too little most of the time. So it's sort of like, oh, I can't remember that story. The one with the bears and stuff, and like one porridge was too cold, one was too hot, one was just right. That's what I think about the semi pairs. I think they're just right. But that's just my own personal opinion. Anyway, back to what I think is a problem with most role players is that they don't really add personality to the characters. No flair, no real. way that you don't get attached to their character, and them as an admin themselves aren't really that attached to their character. I mean, think about it. If they just fucking create a character and do whatever, and then they have a million others, what really defines that character to them from their million others? Do they even have like attachment? Did they just create that character because they saw a character that they liked and they're just like, I want to make a variation of that? I mean, if that's what you're making your character for, I don't think you should be making that character. I mean, me, I love my characters. Like, when I say I love them, I love them. I don't love them all, though, of course. I'm not going to lie about that. But the Hiroshi family line that I created, oh, how I love them. I can go on for days about them. Black Hiroshi, that dude, that's who I started with. Oh, how much I love him. I, he is someone who does good, not to do good. That probably sounds stupid. He does good because he likes that satisfaction. That satisfaction that someone else needed him. Why? Because he was never needed during his childhood. You see, like that little detail, that little thing, it explains something he does in his personality. And it's just like, oh, thanks. You didn't even give me a whole bio, but I know a little bit about your character. I mean, I don't mind giving people a whole bio. I do it sometimes too. I do it for the stupidest roleplays. But it's just like, come on, don't make a character like this. I want to have fun if I roleplay. I don't want to roleplay just to pass time. I want to sit there and wait for your response. I mean, come on. I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, he responded, or oh, she responded, and then just fucking. No, I want to sit there and wait for your response. That's the kind of roleplay I want. I want to be on the edge of my seat, just like, oh, what the fuck are you going to say next? Oh, yeah. Gotta love it. But, unfortunately, no, roleplays are like that. Unfortunately, only like 1/5 of the roleplays I do are like that. And it really saddens me to see how people don't really care about them that much. 2 years ago when I first started, maybe it was because I was a one-liner and that amazed me so much. Almost every roleplay I did, I was interested in. And I think the more you mature as a person, the more you change as a person is shown in what roleplays you like. I mean, look at one-liners. How mature do they really act? Now as an admin. I mean, no, not as a character, as an admin. How mature do they act? Or are they really interested in the roleplay they're doing? Now look at a para roleplayer or a multi-para roleplayer. How engrossed in their work do you think they get? I bet you would never understand how much they love their character. It amazes me to see how much people can love their character and how much people who are willing to write for a roleplay when they're actually interested. I'm a semi-para. I don't like writing paragraphs or multiple paragraphs. There's this one roleplay I'm doing. It's not in a group or anything. It's just like me and this one person. I am writing my ass off till my fingers hurt. Like, that's the kind of roleplay that I want to have all the time. The kind of roleplay that it's not like you're trying to forget about your problems, but you just can't help but care so much about that roleplay. You just can't help but actually become attached to their characters, let alone yours. when you can become attached to another role player's character, like most fans become attached to anime characters, that's when you know either A, you're just a fangirl boy, or B, because I prefer this one, they actually care about their character. Let's forget the fact that they actually show interest in their response. They're showing so much interest that you yourself have become attached to their character, not yours, as theirs. That's the kind of roleplay I want. But anyway, I feel like I'm just ranting, so I'm gonna end it here. So yeah. Um, have a good day, everybody. If it's morning, night, afternoon, wherever you're at. Good morning, good night, good afternoon. Cover them all. Talk to you later.